Hi guys, so today I'm gonna do a video. I know it's been like 2 weeks, but I'm just so busy with school and yeah. But so this is gonna be my question and answer video, and stop shaking the camera, Samantha. And basically what this is gonna be is I'm gonna read it off up here. I'm not gonna say your username, sorry, but it's just I can't pronounce anything for the life of me, so that's how it's gonna work. And I'm gonna do it the Live Hope Lupus way. A lot of you did multiple questions in one, which I don't mind. It's more questions for me to answer, but that's why I have to do the part 2. So I just kind of looked over them, and I'm gonna just, answer from the top of my head. That's what more of a question and answer is. First question. Hi, I was just wondering, how are you doing on the Benelista? Is it helping, and what specifically is it helping? I'm not on the Benelista. I know I said it in one of my videos, but that was a long time ago, and I haven't really mentioned the Benelista since, but I don't even remember. I stopped, it's been like 9 months since I've been off the Benelista, and I hate not being on it. It's like a security blanket for me. I love being on the Benelista, and it really did help me. So if you're asking what is it specifically helping, when I was on it, the first thing it helped with was my fatigue, which was great. It gave me a lot more energy. And then it started helping my joint pain slowly but surely, but enough to get me off the prednisone, where now I'm only on the Plaquenil, luckily, but every once in a while I have to take like 5 milligrams of prednisone just to be able to bend my hands. So it's like a security blanket, and I miss it. But hopefully I'll be able to go on it soon. They also asked, have you ever been admitted to the hospital for lupus-related stuff? Once. I have been in the hospital once, and it was for pleurisy. I was 15, so it was a year after my diagnosis, 15 or 16. And basically it was for pleurisy. I think I said that. Brain fog. And it was just, I remember I was walking in school and I was like, I couldn't breathe. But me, I like to act like everything's fine. So I'm like walking down the stairs at school. I just remember this. And like everyone's talking to me and I'm like, I gotta go. It's not funny now because and then I went to the hospital, and this is where I'm gonna tell you, don't lie about your pain. Don't underestimate, not as underestimate, but don't, like, I don't know the word, undermine your pain, because I told them it was a 5, and in about 20 minutes, I was like, got off my head, please. It hurt so bad. It was so painful. And that, it was definitely a 9 like that. And I'm very pain tolerant, but it was terrible, terrible. But I was only in the hospital for like 3 hours. It took them like an hour to get a needle in me to give me morphine, and then I was allergic to it. See, and this is why I need to do a part 2, maybe even a part 3, because I talk. I like to talk. And then they said, finally, how do you live in a state that is sunny all the time? I actually like it, not the sun part, but it's nice here because it doesn't get as cold, and I always get worse when it gets cold. Even though it does get cold, it doesn't snow here. But as many of you know, I live in Las Vegas, and it's very, 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 very sunny here, one of the sunny states, and there's never clouds. I just don't go outside. There isn't much to do outside in Vegas unless you swim. Because in Vegas, it's hot all the time. In the summer, it's like 120 degrees, so I just stay inside. I know, it sucks, but that's what I do. For the next question, it is asking, I'm not sure when certain symptoms are lupus or overwork. So for that one, it's hard with lupus. It really is hard, and for me, it took me a long time to learn when my symptoms were related to lupus or overwork, but to me, honestly, overworking leads to lupus symptoms. So like yesterday, I did a bake sale, and I was dead. after that. And I know that my other friends who helped me were tired as well, but I was like 2 times more tired because of lupus. So it goes together, and if you overwork your body, you are going to get those lupus symptoms. But I recommend keeping a journal if you are confused about that. The next question is, I get a lot of spine pain and headaches all the time. Is that common symptoms of lupus? For the headaches, yes. A lot of people with lupus get headaches, and it's just, you know, it's one of those things where you want to ask your doctor, and I don't know the specific answer. Remember that my questions, when I'm answering them to you, it's just my experience. So always ask your doctor. With the spine pain, I don't know. Once again, I'd ask your doctor, and it could be arthritis, I don't know. So ask your doctor. How long do docs usually expect you to take low-dose chemo methotrexate? Okay, so when I was on methotrexate for about a year, and wait, no, I was on it for like 2 years, probably even longer, 3 years. Well, I was young, so I don't really remember that great. Like, it was forever ago, but I really don't remember how long I was on it exactly. But I just remember my doctor would check my blood work every few months or every month and check my levels, and a lot of the times it will reduce your white blood cells. Wow, I can't think. And that's not good because it makes you more prone to infections and all that. So that's how they would regulate it. And otherwise, if my blood work was good, I just consistently stay on it because it helped with my joints. So I hope that answers. Isn't there a way to get to remission? So for this question, I have not personally been in remission yet. I've had good days and bad days, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, at better days than, more good days than bad. And for me, it's just finding what works for you. And it all depends on the person. Everyone's different. Everyone's their little own snowflake, or we can use butterfly. And it's putting your health first too, which is really hard when life happens, you know. Things happen in your life. You have kids, you have a family, you have work, all these different things, school, you know, it's hard to put your health first. But you have to remember that you have one body and you have to take care of it. And honestly, I think that's the best recipe to get to your health first. And of course, diet and little exercise plays a role, and it helps you to get healthier. So I'm gonna answer this last question, and then I might have to do 3 parts. But I hope you guys don't mind. But so the last question was, how old were you when you learned you had lupus, and what were you experiencing at the time? So I was 14 when I learned that I had lupus, and at the time I was starting my freshman year of high school. It was a whole new environment, new people. I was playing basketball, and I was actually getting pretty good at basketball, and I was a prospect for going and getting a scholarship into college eventually. So getting diagnosed, it was rough on me because I had all these dreams, and I know many people who are diagnosed with lupus have these dreams and they're just like taken away from them, and that's what happened to me. I was distraught because I loved playing basketball. It was like my life at the time, and very important to me. And when you're a kid and you're told you can't go in the sun, you can't do this, you're gonna have to take these medicines, make sure you take them every day, make sure you do this. And I'm like, I'm 14 and I have to think about this, and I have to think I can't even get out of bed. Like, that's how it felt, you know. And I'll probably do a video about that, about young versus being diagnosed older and different age groups, because there's pros and cons of each, and then I can talk more on this question. But I don't want to make these videos so long, so I'm going to stop it there. And thank you guys for all the questions, and I'm glad that I finally got to do part of this video. I hope that you guys like these and also the questions that I answered. Please use your responses to them as well. And you know, I always like that, and share all your experiences and everything. But thank you.